Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Not afternoon, it's morning. Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Dalco, the CEO, continuously empowering others. Good morning, everyone. I'm streaming this live to Facebook, but I'm also recording it on my computer in order to post it on YouTube later. I think it's valuable enough of information that we share this with as many people as are willing to listen. I'm not arrogant enough to believe that everybody wants to listen to me, but whoever's called to listen to me will definitely hear it, and hopefully you'll share it with as many people as you can. So I entitled the stream, I didn't even know the game was being played. And the reason why I named it that, I had a very interesting conversation with a person today that actually called me back to inquire as to whether I was still doing Carrot Bars International. And I'm saying, well, yes, of course I'm still doing Carrot Bars International, because what does doing Carrot Bars International even mean? What does that mean? And it was like, well, you know, that gold thing. And I was like, of course I'm doing the gold thing, because what other thing is there to do? Okay, think about what we're saying here. So today, FedEx delivered this box to me, and I'll talk about that box in a second. But what is Carrot Bars? And this is not a Carrot Bars presentation, but what is Carrot Bars? Carrot Bars is a glorified gold savings account. I call it glorified because it's literally a gold savings account that you get paid for referrals. That's your presentation. Good evening, good night. Everybody have a good day. It's a gold savings account, and you get paid to refer others to the gold savings account. Now, there are a lot of other parts to it, bigger parts where you can make more money. But this cash flow quadrant, made famous by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, talks about why you need to own a business. And the E quadrant is you have a job. That means you work for someone else. And it really doesn't matter how much you make in the E quadrant. If you have a job, you're building someone else's wealth. Now, you may be making some good money, but you're not the boss, and you can't will that job to your kids. It is not a willable part of your estate. That's your educational acumen, and that's your employment application that you filled out, and your experience and your skill sets. But you can't hand that to your children when you get tired of working and say, here you go, son, take over. They're gonna be like, not here. So, and it's the highest taxed bracket in the cash flow quadrant. I was talking to another business partner out of Canada early this morning. I do a lot in the morning before most people even wake up. And I've got my K1 smartphone. And he was saying, I got my phone, it doesn't work like the iPhone. I said, why should it? This is a business device, a tax deductible income producing banking system, crypto banking system business device. Privacy is the purpose of this phone. So I was like, why should it work like an iPhone? I've got my iPhone to have fun with. This is my business tool. Right? So the E quadrant, they think like employees and they think like consumers. And some people get tired of working for other people and they work for themselves. They own the job, but they have no leverage. The B quadrant is when you own a system that helps you make money with or without your own efforts. And the I quadrant is when you learn how to let your money make money for you. And or, here's a new one, your assets make money for you, which brings me to what I want to talk about today is I didn't even know the game was being played. Back in 2013, all of 2013, I had lived my life just like I did all the previous years to 2013. From birth to 2013, I worked a job or tried to own my own business, and I got paid, and whatever I was earning, I got paid in cash. All jobs had the same thing in common. They paid me in cash. So I would get the cash and I'd pay bills and I'd give money to my church and I would buy the things I want and go to movies and have fun on the weekend. And then I'd go back and do it again the next week. I would always stay in that continual loop of working, earning cash, paying bills, giving money to my church, buying food, going to movies, do it again next week. No matter how much I made, if I made $20,000 a year, that was my operation. If I made $50,000 a year, that was my operation. If I made 100,000 a year, that was my operation. My best year in the mortgage business was almost 300,000. And all I did was I went and bought a big house that I shouldn't have bought. I bought my dream car, which I'm glad I bought. It was a 2002 Jaguar S-Type with the big bug eyes on the front. And I enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed it. So I don't regret that. But it was a depreciating asset. And here's the other crazy part. Had I just had a home-based business, it would have been a depreciating tax deductible liability. It would have been a depreciating tax deductible liability. In other words, I would have at least offsetted the depreciation of the vehicle because I own a business. My insurance, my gas, my mileage was all at least tax deductible to reclaim some of what I was losing. So I didn't know the game was being played. I didn't know, yes, Danny James, I was throwing money out the door. I was literally driving in my dream car, throwing 53 cents a mile out the window because I didn't know the game was being played. I didn't know that the wealthy class who are business owners made the tax laws to benefit people who have businesses. I was in the E quadrant. Even as a mortgage banker making a lot of cash, I was still in the E quadrant. I didn't know the game was being played. And no one in my sphere of influence, no one at my church, no, none of my parents, they didn't know to tell their child, their church member. The schools didn't tell me that I need to own a home-based business. I didn't know. And then finally, 2013, one person of all the people I've ever met, thousands of people, one person was kind enough to pick up the phone. His name is Mr. Nate Hines. He said, he picked up the phone. He said, Mike, I need you to take a look at something. He sent me an email. And I said what all people who don't know the game is being played say. I said, I'm good. I'm good, Nate. I'm good. Those famous two words, I'm good. And he said, just take a look at the video. Well, I didn't because I was good. I had a mortgage job. I had a nice car. I had a decent house. I had my dream girl. I'm living my dreams because I had downsized my dreams. I'm living my downsized dreams. And thank God he's a professional network marketer, meaning he follows up. So he followed up and he said, Mike, did you watch the video? And I said, no, I didn't. Nate, I'm good. He said, Mike, we've been rolling for a long time. Trust me, do me a favor. Go watch the video. I said, okay, Nate, I'll watch the video. Now at that time, I had zero gold as money. Oh yeah, I had a gold, not this watch, but I had a gold watch that someone gave me at my church. They gave me a gold watch, a Titan watch. So I had a gold watch and I had a gold ring, not this ring, but I had a gold ring. So I understood gold as jewelry. I had a gold necklace, not this gold necklace, but I had a gold necklace. I understood gold as jewelry. I understood gold as sometimes dental work. I understood that, but I did not understand gold as a monetary metal, as a hedge against inflation. I did not understand that. That piece of gold right there is not coming into focus good, but there it is. I didn't understand gold as money. So I had no gold bars, didn't exist. 2013, this is 2020. I had no gold savings, period. I didn't even understand why you should save gold. The point of the matter is gold is wealth. I mean, people that save gold, they have money because gold stores your labor. Look, let me show you a quick little slide because just to illustrate this point, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let me just show you. Let me drop back here one quick second and show you this slide. Since 1932, gold has outperformed the dollar by 6,200%. Literally $100,000 in gold in 1932 today would be worth over $6 million. $100,000 in cash today would have the buying power of less than $2,000. And here's what's amazing. Gold went over 1620 today. And on the day that gold went over 1620, I got this box, FedEx, to me. And what's in this box is astounding. When I acquired the gold that's in this box, it was 2013. I finally had some of it shipped home just so I could hold it. And when I acquired it in 2016, gold was 11.05 an ounce. 11.05. Today it's 16.20. Now, inside this box is gold, and it's 32 grams, which is 1 ounce. 1 ounce of gold. So if I hold this up, it's in these laminated cards, and they say, well, why is it in the card? The card serves as a certificate of authenticity. It's got the assay signature. It's got the Karat bar stamp in the back, which is in itself value. That means we have our own production queue at the refineries. That means if there's ever a gold shortage, people with their own production queue get their gold first. That's 1 ounce of gold. It's equivalent to 16.20 today. I don't know what it's going to be tonight because the government keeps printing more paper dollars. So it only took me $1,100 to get this, acquire this ounce of gold in 2011, and just holding it in the free storage in Stuttgart, Germany, over the last 5-6 years, this increased to over 1,600. Holding it in my hand and not doing any magic tricks like putting it in the stock market, hoping for a market boom. James Marshall says 1621, it went up again. I'm just holding it for free. Internationally, it went up in value. It earned this, my hand increased in value by $500, $515 over the last 6 years with no effort on my part. That's the I quadrant, that your money and your assets generate more income for you than you can with your own physical labor. And then here's the other beautiful part. So I didn't know the game was being played. There was a time when I would put this necklace on in order to floss. Now what I'm doing is doing what the Indians do in India. They wear their wealth. They use gold. When they have a wedding, they spend all week giving gold to the bridal party. And this necklace in 2011 would have cost me about $200. Today it's almost $300. It's worth almost $300. And that's because I'm wearing a precious metal with the Karat Bars logo in it and some diamonds. I'm wearing an asset. I'm not trying to ball out and bling out. I'm storing my labor. So the necklace went up by almost $100 just because it's God's money. Now, don't even know the game is being played. So while my net worth is increasing by wearing gold and putting gold in on my person, gold is a wealth energy, it's a wealth attractor. And just by putting myself on automatic savings of gold, I save gold automatically 1 gram a month. So how do I get an ounce? Is because I also invite others to this dynamic information. And Dontiel PV, yes, contact my brother Anthony Dalco and ask him to send you this information. All of our friends, I need to see all of our friends understanding what I didn't understand for 49 years of my life. I don't want to let you go through your whole life and no one ever tell you the power of gold. It generates wealth. The energy of gold attracts wealth. Gold appreciates in value because it has its own place on the elemental table. It's real money. It's God's money. So I didn't know the game was being played. Right now, those of you that are not in Karat Bars, you're in category number 2. Category number 1 is those who play the game. That's me. I play the game. I'm in the gold game. Excuse the word game, but you got to know the game. Don't hate the players, hate the game. The game is stacked towards the people who understand the rules of the game, like Monopoly. Okay, so I wear metals. I save metals. Gold from 1105 when I acquired it went up to 1621 right now, just saving gold. So I save a gram on auto exchange every month. They don't force me to do it. I get to do it. I could save more if I want. It's my choice. Everything in our business is optional and controlled by you only. It's free to join. Dontil. Get back with Tony Dontil. It's free to join, and there's no mandatory monthly expense. Everything you do is self-directed. So I decide to save gold. I decide if I want to ship it home or leave it in my free storage in Germany. I ship some home. So now my net worth increased because I put myself on automatic savings. And then I referred other people, and Carrot Bars began paying me a referral commission. And you can choose how much you want to earn based on what package you have. That's the whole, I'm not going to even go into a presentation because that's it. There are a lot of other parts that can be a little more complicated, but the truth of the matter is we're going to show you how to do everything else. You just start saving gold and let gold do the rest. Let your business do the rest because we're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. I didn't know the game was being played. So I now play the game. If you're not in Carrot Bars, you're looking at me right now, you're watching the game. But don't fall into category number 3 now that you know, and that's those that don't even know the game is being played. This is Mike Dalco, the CEO, continuously empowering others. Save gold for yourself, invite others to do the same, generate income by referrals. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the White Sandy Beach.